Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Joshua. If you're not new here, welcome back. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Today we're going to be watching / I'm going to be reacting to every crazy movie theory that might actually be true explained in 17 minutes, part 2 by Movies Explained. Shout out to Movies Explained. I gotta hurry up. Yeah, pretty much. I got like a lot of videos I need to edit, child. I have to edit that video because I reacted to the Disney one. I reacted to their video about the Disney stuff, the Disney theories. Yes. So alrighty, let's go ahead. Let's dive on in, shall we, my babies? That video, child. That video. That'll be out sometime next week. Maybe this, yeah. It's Sunday now, so sometime this week, sometime next week, child. Whenever, child. Whenever. Anyways, let's dive on in.
Wild theory, Snowpiercer is a sequel to Willy Wonka. This wild theory says Charlie Bucket grew up, took over Wonka's empire, and built the Snowpiercer train after the world froze over. Fans noticed that both stories involve strange, sealed environments ruled by eccentric geniuses who test people morally and ruthlessly. Wilford even has a big W on his gear, which sure looks like Wonka's branding. His line about certain parts going extinct is taken by some fans to mean the Oompa Loompas are gone, replaced by kids. Gilliam's seen as a stand-in for Slugworth, and others like Mike Teavee and Veruca Salt are thought to have inspired the bizarre train characters. It's definitely elaborate, and while the filmmakers haven't confirmed anything, the narrative and visual parallels have kept this theory rolling strong for years. The Minions served Hitler. That's the
What the fuck? Wait a minute, bitch.
Visual parallels have kept this theory rolling strong for years. The Minions served Hitler.
I'm mad because it's looking like that.
That's the theory.
No tea, no shade. They probably did because I think the Minions movie. I think it was the Minions movie, and they old as fuck. Like, girl, the Minions are old. Them niggas was around since. Yeah, them niggas was around since the Ice Age. So shit, they probably did serve Hitler, girl. Jesus Christ. And I mean, Groot is evil and Hitler is evil, so but yeah, I never seen the movie Snowpiercer. I never seen the movie Snowpiercer nor the series Snowpiercer. Oh, and if I remember correctly, not Chris Pratt, Chris Hemsworth. No, Chris Evans. Girl, that girl. All three of them niggas in the Marvel universe too. Yep. I remember some people talked about that. Some people like made a joke about that or whatever. All three Chris's. I'm pretty sure there's some more Chris's, but whatever. All three Chris's are in the thing in the Marvel universe. Even Chris, the man from Star Trek, even he was the voice. He was the voice of Spider-Man, one of the Spider-Man in Into the Spider-Verse, if I remember correctly. What's his name? Yeah, his name is Chris. I forgot that nigga name. Child, hold up. Sidetrack. Chris Pine. That's his name. Chris Pine. As soon as I seen his face, it came into my head, child. Yeah, there are so many Star Trek movies, and there might be more I don't know. There might be more Star Trek movies than there are Star Wars movies. I don't know. But yes, and Chris Pine, child. The only one that's not in there is Chris Rock, as far as I know. And I'm pretty sure there's some other Chris's in Hollywood. Anyways,
people ran with after noticing a weird historical gap in the Minions movie. They vanished from human history between 1812 and 1968, which just so happens to skip right over both world wars. In the film, they're tucked away in a frozen cave, apparently hiding from, well, all of it. The theory exploded online when someone asked who they were serving from 1933 to 1945, since they're known for working under the most evil boss around. Q, the internet's favorite brand of dark humor. Reddit and 4chan ran wild with it, turning it into a viral gag that spiraled into memes and debates. But the creators made it clear with it, turning it into a viral gag that spiraled into memes and debates. But the creators made it clear, the Minions skipped Hitler on purpose. It's all just absurd internet comedy, not canon. By the way, if you guys like movie content like this, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe. Thanks. Anyways, Sandy's coma dream. This theory claims that she never made it past the beach that summer night. It all starts with Danny claiming he saved her from drowning, but fans flipped that line and said maybe he didn't. The idea is that the entire movie's a fantasy in her brain as she slips into death. Things get weird fast. The flying car, the dreamy colors, and even the line goodbye to Sandra Dee feel like nods to her fading out. Some even think both she and Danny drowned, making that final scene a sweet little afterlife joyride. The theory blew up online, grabbed media attention, and even stunned a few celebrities. Still, the creators
yep, because I remember hearing about it.
totally shut it down. They say Sandy's alive, dancing, and nowhere near a coma, but fans, they can't let it go. E.T. is a Jedi. That's the theory built on his telekinesis, healing touch, and creepy little mind melds with Elliot. When he spots a Yoda costume and freaks out like he knows the guy personally, fans jumped on it. The whole thing's fueled by the real-life romance between Spielberg and Lucas, who stuffed nods to each other's work into their films like two nerdy kids trading stickers. Lucas even dropped E.T.'s species into the Galactic Senate in The Phantom
I forgot about that.
nerdy kids trading stickers. Lucas even dropped E.T.'s species
Yes, I forgot about that. I remember hearing about this a long time ago, like a long time ago. But yeah, but it wasn't like around the theory that ET is a Jedi. But yeah, I remember hearing about this. The ET's aliens, ET aliens, or whatever.
into the Galactic
Bitch.
Senate in The Phantom Menace, which only added fire to the Jedi talk. Some fans pushed it further and called him a secret Sith, pointing to Force healing, but most stick with Jedi. Officially though, none of this is canon. It's just a secret Sith theory with solid Easter eggs and a very weird energy signature. Mary Poppins and Pennywise are the same species. This theory claims these two magical weirdos are emotional vampires with a flair for theatrics. Poppins shows up every 25 years to feed on happiness, while Pennywise
Girl, that what? She does? Bitch, that sounds like Jeepers Creepers, bitch. But it was every 24th, every 25th summer, something like that.
in every 27 to snack on fear. Both flow
Oh, every 27, every 27. Okay, so okay, I haven't seen I haven't seen the It movies in a while. Every 27 years. Okay, that's right. That's right. I forgot. That's right. That's right.
kids, dance around singing, and somehow convince parents to ignore every red flag. They've got powers that bend reality, pull objects from nowhere, and even mess with time. Georgie gets lured by a paper toy in both stories, and yes, they each have a suspicious relationship with Red. Lured by a paper
Wait a minute. So there's a Georgie in Mary Poppins? Hold up. Oh my god. Yep, Mary Poppins returns. Mary Poppins, yeah. Bitch. Oh my god. Yeah, I never seen neither one. Mary Poppins nor Mary Poppins Returns. Just a spoonful of sugar and your fears are gone. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious is it might be quite atrocious, something like that, something like that. That's all I know from it. And Dick Van Dyke was in it, dancing with penguins. They were dancing with cartoon penguins and shit. That's all I know.
Paper toy in both stories, and yes, they each have a suspicious relationship with red balloons. Fans compare it to Monsters Inc., just with more trauma. Despite all the overlaps, no creator has ever confirmed a connection. It's just a theory that blends joy, terror, and a whole lot of childhood confusion. The Incredible
Shut the fuck up, what? Not Matrix and John Wick. Bugs is a god. Arthur's imagination. George remembers Marty. Guardian's translation. Incredibles equals LGBTQ plus. Girl, okay. Um, and both of them use red balloons. But if both of them are the same species of intergalactic being, it'll be crazy that both of them use red balloons, are fascinated or whatever by red balloons, or they know. I guess they know that us humans, something about the color red. They know that us humans are like something about the color red does something to us. I don't know, something like that. But I would think. But I was thinking, she's like in a parallel universe. She's Pennywise, however, she's good. Like she's good. Pennywise is evil, and in the parallel universe, she's good. She's good. Basically, he's Elphaba, she's Glinda. But then again, no, because Elphaba is not actually evil, so he's Madame Morrible and she's Glinda. Anyways,
are a metaphor for the
y'all know what I meant.
LGBTQ plus experience. This theory sees the family's secret powers as symbolic of queerness. They're forced to hide who they are, blend in, and suppress their real identities to avoid backlash.
Yep, sounds very familiar.
Sound familiar? Violet literally disappears when she's anxious, Dash has to tone himself down at school, and Bob sneaks off to be himself in secret. It mirrors how
DL. Oh, bitch.
queer people navigate a world that tells them to stay invisible. Fans also point to the second film's introduction of Void, who shows instant admiration for Elastigirl and acts like someone finding a role model in a closeted world. Pixar hasn't confirmed anything, but the emotional beats, identity tension, and coded language definitely fit a queer reading. It's not canon, but it resonates. The Cars outlived
Whoever came up with that theory, you ate that up.
humans. That's right, Pixar's cheerful racing world is actually a post-human Earth, where self-driving vehicles became sentient after we disappeared. These cars adopted human culture from whatever data was left behind. Language, architecture, even social norms, and now live out a simulation of human life without knowing it's artificial. Buildings still have doors and windows shaped for people, road signs are readable, and RVs have interiors no car could ever use. Fans believe the cars inherited everything, maybe even memories, and just kept going, evolving without their creators. With no people left, machines took over. Pixar never confirmed it, but the clues definitely make the whole world feel a little eerie under the hood. Cobb is the architect. In Inception, Dom
I want to see Inception again. I want to see Inception again. I seen it once, and that was a long time ago. I want to see it again. I loved it.
Cobb is not just a dream thief, but the one designing the entire reality of the film. Fans point to his obsession with the spinning top and his wedding ring, both acting more like symbolic distractions than real totems. The world around him bends effortlessly, which only architects are supposed to control. Some argue the whole mission is staged to help Cobb escape his own dream, not infiltrate Fishers. Ariadne becomes more like a therapist than a student, guiding him through his guilt, and Saito's final promise could be interpreted as a wake-up call. There's no definitive answer, of course. Nolan's whole point is the uncertainty. But Cobb's control over the dream logic makes a strong case that he's not navigating someone else's world, he's building his own. The Matrix caused the events of John Wick. This theory suggests...
What? So the Matrix is the reason why them niggas killed his dog? Okay, well, he's going to explain it because I haven't. Because he used to be a hitman. Yeah, John Wick, he used to be a hitman. And he retired, I guess. And they ended. That's right. They killed his wife and his. Yeah, they killed his wife and his dog.
Wick's world is a simulation inside the Matrix itself, either as a newer version or a combat program to train Neo. The clues stack up fast. Keanu Reeves moves exactly like he did in the Matrix, with the same calm control and impossible reflexes. Fight scenes freeze crowds mid-step, bullets fly with zero civilian panic, and the world runs on secret rules and impossible odds. Lawrence Fishburne pops up again, playing a mysterious underground figure just like Morpheus. The directors of John Wick even worked on the Matrix, and it shows. Some fans go further and say Wick is a past version of Neo, stuck in a new loop. Nothing's confirmed, but it explains the weird physics and eerie calm that surrounds all the chaos. Bugs Bunny is a god. Fans noticed he never loses unless he wants to, warps reality without effort, and cheats death like it's part of his job. He pulls entire outfits, tools, and pianos from nowhere, casually rewrites like it's part of his job. He pulls entire
Grade A characters.
Outfits, tools, and pianos from nowhere, casually rewrites scenes, and once even fought the animator in a meta battle for control. Redditors argue he knows the outcome of every story from the start, making him more of a playful deity than a cartoon rabbit. Scholars have compared him to figures like Loki or Buddhist tricksters, who use humor to mock seriousness. It's never been confirmed by Warner Brothers, but Bugs always walks away smiling, untouched, like he's in on a joke the rest of the universe doesn't get. Doc Brown lost his mind. That's the
I heard about that. Doc has lost his motherfucking mind. I heard about this.
Theory suggesting his Twin Pines Mall experiment was more than science. It was a gamble with his own life. Fans point to the moment he stands right in the DeLorean's path, saying all his previous attempts failed. If the car didn't vanish, it would have crushed him. Plus, he puts his dog inside like it's just another variable. Some believe Doc hit rock bottom after wasting his family's fortune and being laughed out of every room. The flux capacitor idea literally came from cracking his skull in the bathtub. Hardly textbook sanity. Reddit threads and old forums run with this, painting Doc as someone testing science or fate, not just time travel. The actor and creators deny it, of course, but the theory lingers. It's dark, weird, and weirdly plausible. Childs is the thing. By the time he shares that frosty final scene with MacReady, he's not human. Fans caught how he disappears during the chaos, then casually strolls back without explanation. He's not shivering, not breathing steam, and MacReady's side-eye says it all. Some point to the whiskey Mac hands him, possibly a test using gasoline, and when Childs drinks it without flinching, Mac laughs like he just got confirmation. There's also the code switch. His outerwear changes, which some say hints at assimilation, but others argue the earring he's still wearing proves he's human. The thing supposedly can't replicate accessories. Carpenter's been annoyingly
Yeah, I haven't seen. I heard about the thing. Like the thing is, I think I have seen a little bit of the thing, I think. But I heard that the thing is like a cult classic. Something like that. It's like yeah, it's I don't know, like it's critically acclaimed. If it's not critically acclaimed, it's a cult classic. It's a B movie, something like yeah, something like that. It's a cult classic B movie, whatever. Yeah.
saying the mystery was the whole point. So whether Childs is an alien or just really chill under pressure, the theory thrives because it never gives a clear answer. Blair Witch has a time loop twist. The characters in the Blair Witch Project aren't just lost, they're trapped in a bending, looping pocket of time. Fans notice their map becomes useless, directions stop making sense, and they keep ending up at the same creepy landmarks. Then there's the big one. The burned down house from the 1940s suddenly reappears, completely intact. That shouldn't be possible unless they've somehow slipped backward in time. The 2016 sequel ramps it up, characters lose track of days, sunlight vanishes for no reason, and they watch footage that they haven't filmed yet. Some even theorize the tapes from the original movie exist because the witch sent them back in time. There's no official confirmation, but the clues are everywhere, and they're unnerving. Bikini Bottom is a nuclear test site. Now, I know
Okay, I heard about that. Definitely heard about this one.
it's a TV show, but this wacky undersea town may actually exist because of Cold War era atomic bombs. Bikini Bottom's name isn't subtle. It's a direct nod to Bikini Atoll, where the US detonated 23 nuclear weapons between 1946 and 1958. Fans think the radiation mutated regular sea creatures into sentient beings with jobs, clothes, and bizarre personalities. There's even confirmation from Doug Lawrence, one of the show's main writers, who said the origin was absolutely intentional. The buildings look like old military gear, and the tech underwater mimics mid-century human design. SpongeBob's world might seem silly, but under all the jellyfishing and clarinet solos, it's got a post-apocalyptic vibe hidden in plain sight. Andy Dufresne is guilty. That's the theory flipping the entire story by arguing he's guilty after all. Andy admits he stalked his wife and her lover with a loaded gun while drunk, then conveniently loses the weapon right before they're both found murdered. Fans point out that Elmo Blatch's jailhouse confession, the thing that supposedly clears Andy, is just hearsay.
No tea, no shade. What movie? Can you say the movie? What movie? Okay, I'm at 919. So which one was this?
It literally came from cracking his skull in the bathtub. Hardly textbook sanity. Reddit threads and old forums run with this, painting Doc as someone testing science or fate, not just time travel. The actor and creator deny it, of course, but the theory lingers. It's dark, weird, and weirdly plausible. Childs is the thing.
See? Why? Damn. You can't wait.
The time he shares that frosty final scene with MacReady, he's not human. Fans call
like, damn, even see? This is like The Thing is a cult classic, is a damn. It must have did fucking awesome at the box office. Like, for real, it must have been I remember it. Okay, well, I don't know if it is. There was a list. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more movie. Of course, there's a lot more movies on that list now. It was a list of movies that made the top. Like, there was a list of movies that had the most earning. The that made $1 billion. Shit, that made $1 billion or almost $1 billion, something like that. That made $1 billion. Excuse me. Avatar, Titanic. I don't know, and some other movie shit. I know, and if I remember correctly, Avengers: Infinity War surpassed Avatar and Titanic, and I think Endgame surpassed all of it. Infinity War, if I remember correctly. I wonder if The Thing, maybe it didn't make $1 billion, but it almost made $1 billion. Like, that's what, like, is the like I. Cause girl, even that little, even girl, this little curve, this little hump, like, damn. No tea, no shade. I ain't even say it like that. I'm just saying.
Jailhouse confession, the thing that supposedly clears Andy, is just hearsay. No forensics, no follow-up. Andy's calm, genius-level manipulation in prison, laundering money, playing people like chess.
Oh, okay. So it's the Shawshank Redemption, I believe.
pieces makes him look more like a calculating killer than a misunderstood saint. The official story leans toward innocence, but nothing ever truly disproves his guilt. With no confirmation from the creators, the theory sits there, reshaping the whole movie as a slow burn tragedy of a guilty man who just escaped. Dutch is the template for Terminators. This theory ties Arnold's jungle brawler and Predator directly to Skynet's killing machines. After surviving the Predator's massive self-destruct blast, Dutch supposedly contracts radiation sickness and disappears, details backed by the Predator 2 novelization. Fans say he's scooped up by a sickness and disappears, details backed by the Predator 2 novelization. Fans say he's scooped up by a secret government group, turned into a cybernetic experiment, and used as the physical and tactical mold for the T-800. The 1994 arcade game even...
Damn. Say what? Alien vs. Predator. There was an arcade game? That's crazy. And come to find out, there was a Alien vs. Predator video game that came out in 2003. That's what it said. It said it came out in 2003, and that was before. I mean, that was before the movie came out, but obviously that was while they were filming the movie. I'm pretty sure, and they probably done talk to the people. I'm pretty sure they been like whatever. Like, it sounds like I'm making it seem like they like whatever. Like, obviously 20th Century Fox worked on the video game and shit. I think they still do that? No, no, they'll have the movie first, and then like a month later they'll have a video game. I mean, it depends on the movie or whatever. But yeah, that thing was 2003 on Xbox, bitch. That shit's old. Oh my god. And I did not know that there were so many. I kind of want to play Alien Isolation. I kind of want to play it, but I need to look at Poised. There's a YouTuber /streamer named Poised. Shout out to him. I need to look and see if he completed the game, because it seems like to me, I'm pretty sure someone has. It seems like Alien Isolation is like, I guess it's a long game, and I guess it's hard. It seems like it's hard. Like it's really difficult. So I need to look and see if Poised beat the game, if he finished it. Shit. Girl, cause look, cause I kind of want to play it. I don't, bitch. Look here, I don't play. I like horror movies, horror games, no ma'am. Cause you can't tell when there's jump scares. Like, you can't really tell. Hell no.
Shows Dutch with a robotic arm and red optics, looking suspiciously like an early Terminator prototype. His combat style, voice, and physical build all match what Skynet eventually rolls out. Despite the shared actor and aesthetic, there's no official crossover, but the pieces line up just enough to make you wonder if the machine started with a man who already beat a hunter from another world. Donkey came from the story of Pinocchio. The loudmouth want-to-be stallion is actually Lampwick, the loudmouth kid who got turned into a donkey on Pleasure Island. Fans picked up on Donkey's fluency in human language, which no other animal in Shrek's world seems to match. He also smokes cigars, panics easily, and references learning to control his brain, just like someone who wasn't always a donkey. In Shrek the Third, he even says it took him time to stop hee-hawing, a nod that fits way too perfectly with Lampwick's transformation. Reddit ran wild with the idea, pointing out that he may have escaped the roundup in Pinocchio and somehow ended up in the Shrek universe. There's no official crossover, but the backstory lines up disturbingly well. It's speculative, sure, but also weirdly convincing. Forrest Jr.
I mean, yeah, probably is. Probably is, because Shrek has all the fairy tale characters. But I don't think have they ever shown Peter Pan in Shrek? If they have, Have they ever shown? I need to look that up because Peter Pan in Shrek, bitch. Have they ever showed him or mentioned him? I've never seen Shrek Forever After. Happily Never After. Yeah, that was the fourth one, I believe. Yeah, that was the fourth one. Yeah, because Shrek 5 comes out next year or 2027, whenever it comes out.
Isn't Forrest Gump's son. Some say that Jenny had a child with someone else, then passed him off as Forrest's. Fans notice Forrest only learns about the boy years later, when he's already school-aged, and Jenny never clearly says when he was born. The timeline's murky, she disappears, reappears, drops the kid on Forrest, and then dies. There's no DNA test, no pregnancy shown, and Forrest's reaction is more emotional than investigative. Some theorists say Jenny named the boy after Forrest to secure his care, knowing he'd raise the child no matter what. Others point to her manipulative streak throughout the film, suggesting she waited until she needed help. There's no official denial or confirmation from the creators, but the gaps in the story keep this theory alive. Tesla's assistant is the real Tesla. In The Prestige, Andy Serkis's character, Mr. Ali, isn't just an assistant, he's Nikola Tesla in disguise. Fans point out that Ali knows exactly how the machine works, explains it more clearly than Tesla ever does, and handles most of the practical setup. He's the one directing the project, managing the lab, and interacting with Angier like a man in charge. Meanwhile, Bowie's Tesla stays distant, vague, and oddly theatrical, which fits the film's obsession with misdirection. If hiding in plain sight is part of the trick, then Ali playing the real genius fits perfectly. It mirrors the twin theme and reinforces the idea that the true magic is always offstage. Still, there's no confirmation from Nolan or the script, so this theory stays an elaborate sleight of hand. Compelling, but unofficial. Cole's dad wasn't alive. In The Sixth Sense, Cole wasn't just haunted by strangers, he was living with the ghost of his own father. Fans notice he's never shown, barely mentioned, and completely absent during emotional moments where a parent should be present. Cole wears his dad's coat and glasses like a ritual, hinting at someone who's gone but not forgotten.
But that was what? But that was what? But that was the point. We already knew that. I never seen The Sixth Sense. I never seen The Sixth Sense like from beginning to end, but I remember hearing I remember hearing that this 4 months ago. Yeah, I remember hearing that. That's the whole thing for the movie. Come to find out his dad was dead the whole time. He's been seeing ghosts and he's been talking to his dad, who is also a ghost.
One family photo even includes just the parents, leaving Cole out entirely, which feels off if he were alive and around. The film makes it clear that ghosts don't know they're dead and show up when they feel compelled, which lines up with how Cole seems used to his presence. Some viewers think his dad was one of the first spirits he ever saw, making his quiet grief more complicated than it looks. It's never confirmed by Shyamalan, but the clues add a layer of loss that fits right in with the film's ghost-filled atmosphere. Jason and Pluto hand. Compelling, but unofficial. Cole's dad wasn't alive. In The Sixth Sense, Cole wasn't just haunted by strangers, he was living with the ghost of his own father. Fans notice he's never shown, barely mentioned, and completely absent during emotional moments where a parent should be present. Cole wears his dad's coat and glasses like a ritual, hinting at someone who's gone but not forgotten. One family photo even includes just the parents, leaving Cole out entirely, which feels off if he were alive and around. The film makes it clear that ghosts don't know they're dead and show up when they feel compelled, which lines up with how Cole seems used to his presence. Some viewers think his dad was one of the first spirits he ever saw, making his quiet grief more complicated than it looks. It's never confirmed by Shyamalan, but the clues add a layer of loss that fits right in with the film's ghost-filled atmosphere. Jason and Pluto swapped places. That's the theory that claims in Us, Adelaide's son was secretly replaced by his tethered counterpart before the movie starts. Fans latched onto Jason's odd behavior, digging tunnels, mumbling weird phrases, and wearing a mask like it's second nature. He also seems to understand Pluto better than anyone else, and shares a freaky connection, almost like they're mirrors. Reddit theories argue his strange language and pyromaniac tendencies suggest he's not who he seems, but others push back hard. Jason speaks too fluently for someone raised underground, and he controls Pluto's actions.
I remember hearing about this, but the thing is, what happened to him? What happened to him? Why is he not talking? What happened? Why he not speaking?
something a tethered shouldn't be able to do. Director Jordan Peele even shot it down, saying Jason's final look at Adelaide is about intuition, not identity. So while the theory adds tension and paranoia to an already twisted story, it doesn't hold up against the film's internal logic or the creator's own comments. Guardians of the Galaxy's swearing is translated. This theory is a great explanation for why the team drops fake curses like Flark instead of standard Earth profanity. Fans noticed that Peter Quill has a translator implant, confirmed by director James Gunn, and it likely converts all alien speech into familiar English. So when Rocket uses odd expletives, it's not because aliens are polite, it's because Quill's translator filters their language into something PG-13. The idea is that real alien swearing is intense, but the implant dumbs it down for the listener. It also helps explain why harsher words like pissed and bastard slip through. They're recognized as mild enough not to get scrubbed. The whole setup fits with the movie's tone and tech, even though it's never directly stated. It's a smart in-universe way to make space swearing safe for Earth ears. The events of Joker were all
I don't think I ever. Okay, I don't think I ever. I thought they did, but I thought they did curse, like saying the S word. Maybe not. Maybe not. I do need to watch the second one again. I only seen volume 2 once. And volume 1 I got on DVD, and volume 3 I've seen once. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. Bitch, the High Evolutionary is a piece of shit. And with that being said, I believe he's still alive. I hope he's still alive. Cause they shot that nigga. They shot him up. If I remember correctly, they shot him, beat him up, whatever. Yeah. But he was laying there, like, and he was like moving and talking, I think. And that was it. If I remember correctly, I think he was gone also. Like he was laying there, they cut to a scene or whatever, and then they went back to the scene, but he was gone, if I remember correctly. So I hope he's still alive, and hopefully he doesn't have another planet established, a planet, not even a moon-sized planet, not even a dwarf star, dwarf planet, dwarf moon-sized, or excuse me, planet or whatever with humanoid aliens or whatever. Bitch, when I tell you I started crying, girl, I started crying, girl. Rocket was talking to his friends. He was talking to, I think she was a weasel. I think she was a weasel. He was talking to her, and then the other two, they came in the frame. I was like, oh bitch. I was like, oh bitch, oh bitch, oh bitch. Oh my god, like bitch, I was crying, bitch. Oh girl, y'all ain't shit.
in Arthur's head. Some think that Joker from 2019 doesn't take place in Gotham streets, but entirely inside Arthur Fleck's mind while in Arkham Asylum. Fans notice strange inconsistencies. The timeline shifts, characters appear unreal, and some scenes mirror each other too perfectly. Arthur's relationship with Sophie turns out to be a delusion, which opens the door for more of the film being fabricated.
Bitch.
Reddit threads argue the entire narrative, his rise, the riots, even the murder of Murray Franklin, could be a fantasy created during therapy at Arkham. The final scene, where Arthur's in a sterile white room laughing about a joke you wouldn't get, reinforces the idea that the story was just one long hallucination. He walks through bloodied footprints afterward, suggesting violence happened, but maybe not the way we saw it. Director Todd Phillips has stayed vague on purpose, fueling the theory's popularity. It reframes Joker not as a descent into madness, but as a obtained Storm from someone who was already far gone, locked away and laughing at his own imagined origin. George McFly
I remember, I do remember, what's it, her name Sophie? Yeah, I was like, bitch, what happened? Cause he was there, and I remember he did imagine that it's Sophie and her daughter, and she was like, "Oh my god, please don't hurt us, please don't hurt us." And then he is like, nothing happened. The next scene, he was walking slow mo into his apartment, and I was like, "Oh my god, please don't tell me. I hope he didn't kill them. I hope he didn't kill them." But I guess that's his imagination. But still, bitch. I'm like, girl, I hope he didn't kill them.
remembers Marty. In Back to the Future, George eventually connects the dots and realizes the weird kid who helped him in 1955, Calvin Klein, grew up to be his son, Marty. Fans highlight how George, a sci-fi enthusiast, hears Marty drop references to things like Star Wars, Vulcan, and Pepsi Free, none of which existed in 1955, and might have remembered those once Marty's real identity became clear. Add to that Marty's guitar solo, slang, and almost prophetic influence, and George had plenty of clues. He might not say anything in 1985, but theorists argue that's intentional. He's protecting the timeline by keeping quiet. Unlike Lorraine, who fixates on feelings, George is analytical. He'd find the coincidence too large to ignore. Though the creators never confirm this, it fits George's character perfectly. The quiet guy who sees the big picture and chooses not to interfere. If you enjoyed this, I'm going to be posting a lot here. I would greatly appreciate it if you could subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.
Period. See you next time. Bye bye. Period. Girl, what the hell is that? The toys were never alive. What is this? Being John Malkovich, prequel to Get Out. Native American allegory. John Coffey is Jesus. Yeah, Pulp Fiction briefcase. If I remember correctly, the Pulp Fiction briefcase, it was something about it had his soul in it. That's what I remember hearing. I remember that theory. Something about, I think the black man, Ving Rhames' character, it has his soul in the briefcase. And you take your soul, you take people's souls some way somehow. I need to look that up because I've heard that from something else. You take people's souls from the backs of their necks. And in the movie he had like a bandage on the back of his neck. I remember hearing that a long time ago. That's the theory for that. Well, he could say. I mean, he could. They could say something else, but I, I, I'm pretty sure that might just be the theory for that. But anyways, period, baby. This was interesting. I like this. Snowpiercer to Wonka low key kind of peak. What the hell? But his inspiration for The Incredibles, he wanted to make a story about a man so focused on his job, he was missing out on being a dad slash husband. Mm. Well, still, I still like that theory though. Well, he was weird, but this was a calculated move. He burned down his family home for the insurance money. Being Tom Anderson, if he choose the blue pill. No Tino Shade, I don't know who Tom Anderson is. Donkey is not the only animal that can talk. Cats, pigs, mice, Come on, the whole movie is talking animals. Oh, I forgot about that. That's right. Beyonce was hanging on to that top soprano note by thread, I fear. Oh. But yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's right. That's right. All the animals did pretty much talk. But still, Donkey, I mean, but still, even though all the animals could talk, still, Donkey, like all the fairy tale, all the fairy tale characters and shit, they're like, you know, and Donkey is a fairy tale character. He somehow, I never seen the Peter Pan movie. somehow he got turned, somehow he got turned into, uh, the kid got turned into a donkey. So, I mean, and again, I want to know if Peter Pan is in any Shrek movies. What? Stu. Oh, every crazy Scream movie theory. Gail is the true mastermind. Dewey sacrifice. Scream 6, fourth killer. Secret Brothers. Hold up, bitch. Yeah, Secret Brothers. Scream 6, fourth killer. Y'all better shut up. Don't do him. Yeah, the Scream Mask, supernatural entity. I heard about that. Yep, I heard about that. Basically, whoever puts on the mask, you get supernatural powers, supernatural speed and strength. Like you'll be all the way down the hall, but just like that, you'll be like right up on your victim and shit. And don't do that. You trying to tell me I forgot his name? I know you're trying to tell me that fine ass nigga, the fine ass nigga, he the fourth killer. You wait a goddamn minute now. Ugh. Shit. But this was interesting, and no Tino Shade. I'm actually a little interested in watching Snowpiercer. I'm a little interested just to see what's up, what's popping, what's going on. The action actioning? Is the plot plotting? Is the writing like? Is the writing and shit like that? Like what's going on? What's up? What's the tea? Shit. So yeah, I'm a little interested in watching Snowpiercer. And I know basically it said like the whole world is covered in snow and whatever, just but still like excuse me. But it's like still who's the antagonist? By any chance does the train will the train stop? Who is someone going to stop the train? If the train stops, will it never move again? Like what like I mean I don't know, I'm just saying. Where is the does the train just go around the world constantly? People living. I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think people are living on the train and it just constantly moves and it goes all around the world, I guess. Yeah, I still want to see it just to know what's popping, what's up, what's going on, what's crack a lacking. You know what? And the thing. I want to see the thing too. Shit. But yes, anyways, thank y'all so much for watching. Thank y'all for stopping by. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If y'all want to, make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. If y'all want to, only if you want to. I can't make y'all do shit y'all don't want to do, only if you want to. But yes, also make sure y'all love and take care of yourselves. Most importantly, the most important meal of the day. Make sure y'all love and take care of yourselves mentally, verbally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. Bye bye. See y'all later.